Can you hear me now? Yes, I think yes. Of course, yes. Thank God. Finally. Okay, right. Everybody keep the camera switch on as soon as possible. Everybody, Yahya, Barira. Baba, chow chicken. Barira, switch on the camera fast, putte. Who is this? Who is this? Dwaini. Dwaini, right? Yahya. Hi, Darina, Chalaksha, Situmi, Hiruza, Litumya, Saheli, Hasini, Noor, Gagana. No one is Dwaina, Dwaini, and Yahya. Yahya, finally, you don't have your camera as well. We are waiting to hear your voice. Finally, we can't see your face either. Yahya, sorry, is that Yahya? බබා මට මේ ෆොටෝස් ටික පෙන් එකේ දාලා දෙනවද ස්ටේටස් ගාලා? Can you do that? Pen I bought? No? Oh my goodness. Where is the pen drive? Go pen. මේක බලන්න. එහෙනම් අරේ ඇත්තේ බබා මේ దానిలో దాన్ని బయట మళ్ళీ పిక్ చేస్తుంది due to power outage. Pen drive ekanaane. Okay, right. Guys, today we are going to start the poem. What is the poem? As I told you, ah, Richard Corey. Richard, Baba, mom pen drive make it all the mandaga no hand. It's okay. You go there and sit there. I'm not with you. Okay, let me open the file. I will share this document for you only in the LMS. Huh? You will get this document in LMS. I have done the complete note from the poem lyrics. Everything is there, right? So I will share this document. Here you will get, for all the poems, I will provide you a document like this. This is for Richard Corey and the poem lyrics, poem overview. Sorry, you guys can't hear me? Hello? Sorry? Ah, okay. Something happened, transformed, right? Give me a second. What is this? Is it okay now? Okay, right. Right, you will see entire document about the poem, about the poet, summary part, paraphrase version, right? After that, you will get line by line explanation. Each line, you will get the detailed explanation. After that, I have given the each line the highlighted theme and literary devices, right? For each line, you will get these notes, right? After this, for all the 20 poems, I will provide you 20 documents, right? So if you don't have anything from your grade 10, I will upload grade 10 poems as well, right? If you need grade 10 contents as well, drop me a message. Hello, is that okay now? Good, thank you. Right? So after that, here each and every theme's explanation with the quotations, right? This is the elaborated version. Then I have given you everything in a tabular format. You will receive a short format like this. If not, if you want to take a printout and have a colorful picture, then you have this infograph as well. ඔයාලට ඕනේ නම් මෙන්න මේ poems ටික Bristol board එකක චූටි notice board එකක් වගේ හදාගෙන print out එකක් අරගෙන room එකේ එක corner එක අලවලා තියාගන්න. Right? Then you will understand the themes and their quotations. Poem is there. Right? The same thing I have done in literary devices as well. බලන්න literary device එකටත් මම එහෙමම කරලා තියෙනවා. Explained version එකක් තියෙනවා. Tabular format එක තියෙනවා. ඊට අමතරව මේ වගේ infographic එකක් තියෙනවා. හරිද? ඊට පස්සේ after that you will get the past paper question, context type questions and the answer, sample answer, essay type. So far we don't have any question from Richard Corey, right? If you have observed all the past papers so far, you can't get any past paper questions, right? 2016 to 2024, still they haven't taken any question from Richard Corey, right? So this year or the next year, there are highly possibilities, because I believe after these 2 years, definitely they will change the syllabus, because we are doing for several years. Because of that reason, as we don't have any past paper questions so far for your age, now you are going to do, right? The 2025 people, they are waiting, and you will be doing your 2026, 2027. So these 3-year highly possibilities are there to take a question from this one. But as they haven't any questions, I have created one question and given you the skeleton, what we call the mind map. Skeleton is given. After that, the sample essay, right, with my marking scheme. I have given you a marking scheme, how you want to draft your introductions and the body and the conclusion. According to that, I have given you the sample answer. This is what I am telling you. When you are writing a body paragraph, you mention one point there, so highlight that point. Normally, this is how I write. When I am writing an essay, I mention this point in bold letters or put it as a subtitle, so the examiners, they understand this is what we are trying to explain. So it's very easy for them to allocate marks and correct the paper, right? So after that, here normally I write 5 body paragraph. According to that, you will get the 5 body paragraph. And finally, I have given you this. This is going to be very useful, because there are a lot of words you can use for the less essay appreciations, right? Essay type appreciations, what are the words you can use, what are their meanings, and how you can use it in a sample sentence as well given, right? This word can be used in this way. So if you are a person who likes to learn something new, so this is going to be a huge support for you guys. So with that, the document will come to the end. So I have created all the 20 poems. Grade 11 one by one I will update. If you need grade 10 things, because you have already passed that age, year, if you need that, mention the poem. I will upload it in LMS. Okay, so drop me a message. And this, at the same time, if you want to revise grade 10 class as Noor Rahma is doing, drop me a message. So I will give you free access. You don't want to pay. Grade 10 class, grade 10 content you can watch or attend classes free of charge when you do grade 11 class payments. Okay, Puti? Right. Richard Corey. Richard Corey, before going to this big picture, we will take it in this simple way. Richard Corey, right? So you guys know that how much I like this subject, literature subject, right? To like this subject, to like this field, there are two main reasons. One is Richard Corey, the other one is this one, Nightingale and the Rose. Richard Corey, why I like it? Because this is most of the people reality is this. Richard Corey talks about a huge reality of day to day life. Most of the people, we are running behind this illusion. What we do, we see other people and blame our loved ones. See how beautiful they are, see how peaceful their life is, see how comfortable they live their life. We tell our mothers, no, Mama, you always call me. See Sanuka's mother, she never scolded her children. They are living in a very peaceful manner. You are the one who always blaming me. But when you start to live with Sanuka's house, you will understand that is a hell. Your house is a heaven comparing to that. Yes or no? We always compare others' life with ours and put ourselves down because we see the outer appearance. We don't deep dive into their life. We don't know what exactly happening in their life. This is what social media nowadays, social media has created an illusion. What is that illusion? If it is Valentine, the lover should give a flower bouquet which is created with 100 flowers. It should be this big. When the girl hold the bouquet, that bouquet should hide the face, entire figure of the girl. Otherwise, father should send a rose lorry to the daughter's birthday. Expectations are really high, right? Okay. So nowadays the couple goals are there, no? Boys are holding the girls with one hand, they are coming and running this side, then they're putting the hand through the hips and holding. Just imagine if the boy doesn't have that energy, what is he going to do? If the girl is that fat, how that boy can hold him? Right? Finally, he should be in the hospital after performing these kinds of couple goals. So you see the picture of the other people and put yourself down. This is what Richard Corey uh, literally talking about. Right? You see this person, what do you think about him? When you see this picture, Chalak Shah, what do you feel? How is he? Chalak Shah, I fell in love with him, teacher. Rich. Okay. How does he look like? Do you find any flaws in him? Do you find any flaws in him? මොනෝහරි අඩුපාඩුවක් දකිනවද? Is there anything that you can point out? No, teacher. Nose is not that perfect. Is there anything? No, right? Perfect to the dot. Yes or no? Yes or no? So you see the people who are surrounding, so they are obsessed over him, over his maybe his smartness, maybe his quality, maybe his talent, maybe his intelligence, whatever. But you see, when the person is walking through the town, downtown, all the people are admiring him. Do you see that? Yes? Yeah. Richard Corey. The title says Richard Corey. The name itself contains the part and it says the person is richer. Richer than a king. It is mentioned in the poem. But here it mentioned Richard Corey, the person who is rich. Rich with money, rich with knowledge, rich with properties, rich with power. We don't know what, but he is rich. Richard Corey, right? I have all the pictures. Oh, what those? lamai grade 11 people extra class Thursday I have given 2 to 4, right? Extra class 2 to 4. So we are going to do a revisional part for the Twilight of a Grey. Friday you have your presentation. So be very well prepared when you are attending the extra class. Make sure you study the Twilight Crane very well, because I am going to ask spot question. I'm going to put you on the spotlight and ask question. Make sure you will be able to answer anything from anywhere. I'll be taking quotations and asking the themes, their inner ideas, their explanations, the situations, right? The changing points of the story, right? The story elements, everything I am going to question. Make sure you study Twilight of a Crane very well before you attending the Thursday class. Okay, so the Friday you will be able to do your presentation well. Okay, I hope you guys have already prepared your presentations and be ready with your tools, because last Friday you were supposed to do it. You didn't do it now. I didn't conduct the class to have your presentation. First of all, I should conduct the class, right? So, throughout the poem, the writer explained the quality of Richard Cole, right? First of all, we will just read out the poem. After that will come word by word. Okay, right. I will show you the pictures. All the pictures I will show you after the explanation. Before seeing the pictures, try to get your try to create this image through your imagination. Read the picture, read the words, try to understand and see what is the picture you have in your head. After that, compare it with the real pictures provided by me. Right. මම වීඩියෝ එක දානකොට ඔයාලට මේක මේ ડોකියුමන්ට් එක දාන්නම් නා. Right, first line, what it says: when Richard Cory went downtown. The word whenever means every time, suggesting that this was a regular occurrence. Downtown refers to the main part of the town where people gather. Where people gather. This line introduces Richard Cory as a public figure frequently seen by town people. It shows that he is visible and socially prominent. The repeated sight of him creates anticipation and admiration among the people. Whenever Richard Cory went downtown. What is the downtown? Now take the poem, keep a pencil with you, highlight each word, underline each word, also draw a circle around the words and mention what they really talks about. Where is your book? You give books to me. Where is yours? Right? What is the downtown? Downtown is the market area where people gather, where people goes, like you see the crowded areas of the town, commercial area of the town, where you see mostly people are roaming here and there. That is called downtown, right? Marketplace or the commercial area. Okay. Whenever Richard Cory went downtown, whenever, does it mean he visit this commercial area rarely, or he is the person who visit that place in a regular base? What do you think? What do you think? Regular base. Normally, as a habit or in a daily basis, he is a person who always roam around this area. So the whenever Richard Corey went downtown. So whenever, how? It doesn't mean they see him really. They see him every single day. Every single day when they see him, they are like so much obsessed with him, right? They start to, whenever Richard Corey went downtown, we people on the pavement, right, see here, right? So whenever Richard Corey went downtown, what is the theme highlighted? Social status and public image, right? So when you see a person who is like you don't talk about them specially. Specifically, you don't mention that person because they are as normal as you. But if you see a person who is superior than you or smarter than you, something very admirable, then you talk about them, right? When you find somebody, when you see somebody's social status is superior than yours, then you start to talk about them. Yes or no? If you see somebody who is more beautiful, more attractive, like somewhat very extraordinarily beautiful, then you start to talk about them. Yes or no? So here it shows the what? It shows the social status, at the same time public image. What are the literary devices? Narrative voice, first person, plural perspective begins. I'll tell you that one little later. Repetition, implied rooting through whenever. What is the repetition? Repetition, it says this action is taking place every single day. Otherwise, repeatedly. That's why the word says what? Whenever. Whenever shows this action happens in a regular basis. Right. Uh, shall we move to the next one? What a make a gun now. It's panicking. Right. Next line says, we people on the pavement look at him. We people on the pavement. This is why it is what? It is what? First person, plural perspective begins. Why it is first person narration? Why? Who is observing this? Ah, we people observing, we people. I'm also one of those people. I am among those people who admire him. Yes or no? We admire, we people. So I am telling to you our experience. I am telling to you my experience. First person narration. Yes or no? Yes or no? Clear? Sometimes you can't understand how it comes first person narration, teacher. Then ask me. If it is confusing, just ask me how it comes first person narration. So how we can clarify whether it is first person or the third person narration. So the such questions I don't mind. You, whether you guys are in grade 11 or 10, just ask such question. Litumya, are you a newcomer? I have seen your name, but the face is new to me. Earlier you watched the recording and finally you joined, right? Okay, right. Okay. Barira, if they start fasting tonight onwards, drop me a message. Give me a phone call. Okay. Is there a possibility? No, right? No. I think it's going to be Friday. I hope so. Not Thursday, Friday, I thought. But today, somebody told me tomorrow onwards they are going to start. If so, just give me a phone call. Huh? Okay, right. We people on the payment look at him. We people on the payment. We people on the payment looked at him. So I am also one of the people who are on the payment. So the payment people, you can analyze it as you people are beggars. Beggars, you guys are waiting on the payment and observing him. You can assume that these people can be beggars. Another justification you can bring, the people, the sellers, the payment sellers, the people who sell their small businessmen are there, no, they keep small things on the payment and they sell. From that money they continue their life. So they, you can assume these people can be beggars or the people who continue their business on the payment. දැකලා තියෙනවද payment එකේ තියාගෙන වැඩ විකුණන මිනිස්සු? Right. Darina Hirusara, keep the cam on. මේ යහියා හිටියානේ ඉස්සලා. Where is Yahya? Yahya already was there. Now he's right. Payment means the sidewalk or street where ordinary people stand. The phrase we people shows the collective identity of common town folk. Who are the town folk, Puta? Town folk? Town people. Country folk? Country people. Game means village people. Country folk mean village people. Dwellers. Dwellers කියන්නේ මොකද? මොකද? කවුද? Sorry. තේරුන්නේ නැහැ. සමහර ළමයි එන්න හොඳ නිසා එන්න හොඳ ළමයිට ඒක තේරෙන්නේ. හරිද? Town folk කියන්නේ මොකද කියලා අහනවා. යක්කු. Town folk කියලා කියන්නේ town people. Dwellers කියලා කියන්නේ කවුද? Who are the dwellers? Residents. Dwellers කවුද? Residents. ජීවත් වෙන මිනිස්සු. Right? Village dwellers. Town dwellers. Right? So the town folk. So here, this is not only me. It is not only me who is obsessed over this person. It's we, the entire people, entire group of people are observing him. The line creates a contrast between the ordinary people and Richard Cory. I told you, if I'm conducting the class, you people will be observing, concentrating the lesson. Just imagine this one. Papa, Tiger Shroff ki girlfriend ke naam මොකක්ද? Isha Patan. Isha Patan is explaining the lesson. Will you concentrate the lesson or her? What you will do? You will like, oh, කට අරගෙන බලාගෙන ඉඳින්නේ නේ. So here the line creates the contrast between the ordinary people and the Richard Cory. If Richard Cory looks like an ordinary person, people won't observe, people won't mention about him separately. Yes or no? Ordinary, he also the same like the other people. There are no things that we can mention specially. Right? Here, the contrast between the ordinary and the Richard Cory, you can see. It suggests that they see him from a lower social or economic position. Right? The column builds suspense and prepare for description. So now the writer arouses the curiosity. We people on the pavement look at him. Why? How it is how he is different from all the other people. So it creates the curiosity. Yes or no? It arouses the interest to know about this person deeper and deeper, to get to know why other people are seeing at him, looking at him. Right? So here you see the class different. Right? We people on the pavement look at him. We people on the pavement. I represent the lower class family, lower class social group, right? And the literary device again, first person plural narration. It doesn't mean I I am on the pavement and looked at him. No. Here, first person plural narration. First person. Yes, I am included, but not only me. I'm telling about our group's opinion. Because of that reason, it is first person plural narration, right? So far, we haven't discussed this one. First person plural narration. මොනවලු ගෙඩියක්ද? මේක නම් හරියන්නේ නැහැ මට හිතෙන හැටියට. Yes. මේක හරියන්නේ නැහැ ළමයි. Give me a second. මම මේක save කරගෙන එන්නම් පුතේ මට වෙලාඩියක් දෙන්න. ඔල් තව චුට්ටේ වැටිලා කොන්ද කඩාගෙන තමයි එළියට යන්න වෙන්නේ මට. H එකේ start කරාම ලේසි. හරි. හරිනේ. Okay, so class different, first person, contrast. What is the contrast? I told you, we people on the pavement look at him mean we and that person is totally different. I have taught you this literary device. What is that? Caesura. What is it? Caesura. What is the caesura? Here, the pose is created by a colon. If the sentence, we people on the pavement look at him, then the other thing we get from the down line, right? The pose is created with the colon, and that technique is known as what? Caesura. ඔන්න ඔන්න බබේකට දානවා නම් හොඳ නම Caesura. හරිද? Third one. Shall we move to the next line, පුතේ? Guys, done? තේරුණාද? Yes? Okay. He was a gentleman from soul to crown. Gentleman means a refined, well-mannered man of high status. Soul refers to the bottom of the foot. Crown refers to the top of the head. The phrase from soul to crown means completely, entirely. It emphasizes he appeared perfect in every way. He was a gentleman. Gentleman means refined version. No flaws, no any negative things, right? Perfect to the dot. Perfect to the dot from head to toe. අපි කියනවා නේද? Top to toe කියලා කියන්නේ. Johnson and Johnson එකේ තියෙනවා children පොඩි බබාලගේ body lotion එකක් top to toe. What does it mean? You can take that one body lotion, that body wash, and wash the hair of the baby, body, and the feet as well. Economic pack. ගන්නවා shampoo එක ගත්තා බබාව ඔළුවේ ඉඳලා ඔළුවට shampoo එකක් දාලා හොදලා ඒ shampoo ටිකෙන් ඇඟ ටික ඇතුළු හරි. Done. Right? Economic pack. Top to toe. දැකලා නැද්ද? Johnson එකේ තියෙනවා body wash එකක් පොඩි බබාලාගේ top to toe මේ යාදව ඒකෙන් තමයි හේදුවේ අපි economic pack එකෙන් හොදලා ගත්තේ heart එක අල්ලගෙන ඉන්න right so soul to crown කියන්නේ මොකද්ද පුතේ soul mean bottom of your feet ඔයාලගේ කකුලේ දෙපතුල දක්වා crown එක මොකද්ද top of the head from head to toe top to toe he is a gentleman so it means like he is completely entirely flawless man කිසිම අඩුවක් නැති හිස මුදුනේ ඉඳලා දෙපතුල වෙනකන් කියන්න අඩුවක් නැහැ right කොණ්ඩේ නෑ තට්ටේ පෑදිලා නහය ඇදයි තොල ලොකුයි බෙල්ල කොටයි ඇඟ මහතයි කකුල් කොටයි nothing is there you can't blame him for anything you can't point out any negative features of him මෙතන කතා කරන්නේ qualities ගැන we are talking about the features first outer appearance external look when you see him I showed you the picture right top to toe sole to crown sole mean what bottom of the feet crown mean what top of the head from feet to top he is such a gentleman understood right so highlight themes here appearance was reality you see a person and judge them we always say what don't judge a book by its cover but we always do it if a person is wearing a designer clothes and wear the branded watches and all you say what wow right living their life what a life right God didn't bless us with that see them they are living their life no so for what their appearance right අර එක දවසක් අර මලිත් පෙරේරා program එකකට ඇවිල්ලා මොනවාද Louis Vuitton shoe එකක් දාගෙන කිව්වනේ did you watch that video so that he is asking are you wearing Louis Vuitton අනේ නිකන් හිටපන් මචං මම මේ මොකේ කොහෙන්ද පංචි මොකන්ද මේ පෙටායකෙන් රුපියල් 500කට ඊයේ ගත්තේ කියලා කිව්වේ like that so such people that public figures when they wear something we even though it is luxurious or not we assume that right ලක්ෂ 65කට බෑග් එක ගත්තත් ළමයි පර්ස් එකයි ෆෝන් එකයි අර ඕක ඇතුලේ මොනවාද දාගෙන යන්නේ බෙල්ල කපලා දාගෙන යනවාද නෑනේ right no matter how expensive the bag is you are going to put your wallet and mobile phone ඕක ඇතුලේ 3-5 දාගෙන යන්නෙත් නෑ රත්තරන් බඩු ටික වල දාගෙන යන්නෙත් නෑ yes or no that is the reality but we assume things by seeing the outer look yes or no appearance එකට අපි ලොකු value එකක් දෙනවා ඒක නිසානේ ඔය මේ කයිලි දන්නව නේද කයිලි ඔක්කොම යාලා they are super luxurious people how they sell makeup for what because we give so much importance to the outer appearance makeup එකක් දාලා lipstick එකක් දාලා cutex එකක් දාලා වලවල් ටික වහගෙන කැලල් ටික වහගෙන ආවහම තමයි පොඩි value එකක් හම්බෙන්නේ right then the people who manufacture these cosmetics they earn money right because no matter what people appreciate the outer appearance ඔන්න මෙතන පෙන්නනවා so here එතකොට මොනවද කියන්නේ so this is image metaphor soul to crown අර මේ crown එක කියලා කියන්නේ ඇත්තටම crown mention what crown mean what freedom in Tamil freedom in Sinhala මේ මොකද පිටේ ඔටුන්න දාන්නේ හිස මුදුනටනේ so එතන ඉඳලා කකුල පතුල වෙනකන් කියන එක it's a metaphor and hyperbole because everybody they have some negative features right? If somebody is having a beautiful nose, then they have ugly lips. If they have beautiful nose and beautiful lips, then they can't show their teeth. That ටික කැතයි. ඒ ඔක්කොම හරයි නම් කොටයි. කොටයි උසයි ඔක්කොම තියෙනවා නම් එහෙනම් මහතයි. Something is there no. We all have a flaw. Otherwise we don't need the makeup. Why we need the makeup? To cover up those flaws. අර තියෙනවා වහගන්නනේ අපිට ඕනේ මේ makeup. So if somebody says that you are perfect from top to toe, it's a hyperbole. Yes or no? It's a hyperbole. What is hyperbole? What is hyperbole? Exaggeration. අතිශයෝක්තියෙන් තමයි කියන්නේ. அளவுக்கு மேல அப்படி யாருமே இருக்க மாட்டாங்க தானே. Barira, yes or no? Everybody they have some flaws in their life and in their appearance. නේද? So it's a hyperbole. ඔන්න එතන තියෙන literary device එකයි. දැන් මම මෙතන මේක දීලා තියෙන එකේ ඔයාලා හරියට ප්‍රයෝජන ගන්නවා නම් පැංචෝ පුතේ ඔයාලා if you guys are taking advantage of this document, then what you have to do from your book, you have to underline this line and this side put the theme, right? Put the theme. This side mention all the literary devices from soul to crown. This is a metaphor. From soul to crown, it is a hyperbole. නිකන් පොයම් එක ඉගෙන ගත්තට පස්සේ පොයම් එක ඉගෙන ගත්තට පස්සේ නෝට්ස් වලින් පොත වැහෙන්න ඕන. මොකද මීට වඩා එක්ස්ප්ලනේෂන් එකක් කවුරු හරි දෙනවා නම් මට නම් දන්නේ නැහැ එයා වෙනම ලෝකෙකින් එන්න ඕන එහෙනම්. ඒ කියන්නේ මෙච්චර මම එක්ස්ප්ලেইন කරනවානේ නේ. You compare your myself with your teacher. මේම word by word මෙහෙම දීලත් නෝට් එකක් අරගෙන ඔයාලා ප්‍රෙපෙයාර් වෙන්නේ නැහැ කියලා කියන්නේ ළමයි. එහෙම වෙන්නේ නැත්තම් මගේ ළමයි එහෙම නෑ. මගේ ළමයි එහෙම කවදාවත් කරන්නේ නෑ. එහෙම කරනවා කියලා කියන්නේ ආයෙ මොනවත් නැහැ. දෙවියෝ ඔයාලා මාර විදියට සාප කරලා තියෙනවා. ඔබ නම් ජීවිතේ කවදාවත් ගොඩ යන්න එපා කියලා විදියට සාප කරලා තියෙන්න ඕනේ එහෙම කරන්නේ නැත්තම්. Yes or no? Huh? Some the God should curse you in that way. කවදාවත් එළියට නම් මේ මඩ වගුරෙන් එන්න එපා කියලා නිකන් බෙල්ල මිරිගලා මඩේ ඔබලා තියන්න ඕනේ එහෙම කරන්නේ නැත්තම්. මෙච්චරත් කියලා දීලා කරන්නේ නැත්තම් එතනින් එහාට ඉතින් මොනවත් කරන්න බෑ. හරිද? ඕකේ. හරි. අපි යමුද fourth line එකට. Clean, favored and imperially slim, right? Clean, favored means handsome and pleasant looking. Imperially means suggests royalty or king-like dignity. Slim means thin and graceful. The description elevates him to almost royal status. The line strengthens the admiration of the town people. See, clean favored, right? Clean favored, very handsome. We call that charismatic character. Charismatic mean what? Attractive like hell. Mara vidhiyata attractive. Like Hrithik Roshan, right? Charismatic character, very handsome, very attractive. Okay? And imperially slim. It means what? It he looks like a king. Royal royal, what we call the outlook, right? Royal outlook. When you see him like a king. Okay? Okay. So here you get the clean, favored and imperially slim. It gives you the picture. What is the alliteration? Alliteration, clean, favored and imperially slim. It gives that soft sound repetition. What is hyperbole? Hyperbole, you don't see such royal look-like persons in common life. Okay? Because of that reason, it is a hyperbole. Is that okay if I move to the next stanza? Right. So the first stanza, whenever Richard Cory went downtown, we people on the pavement look at him. He was a gentleman from soul to crown, clean favored and imperially slick. That is the first stanza. We are about to move to the second stanza if you guys are okay with that. You guys are okay to move to the next stanza? Yes? Yes. So far everything is clear. We don't have Azka today. What happened to Azka? Yahya, keep the camera switch on. Gagana, baby donkey, keep the camera switch on. Gagana, why the camera is switch off පුතේ? බබා ඔයා වතුර එක මාරු කරාද නැත්නම් ඊයේ වතුර එකමද? පිරේවද? Thank you. මම බලලා එන්න. Gagana, keep the camera switch on. Hi Usman, just right now, Atisha, I have to leave. Darina 5:30. Darina 5:30 leave වෙනවා කියලා දැන් මම leave වෙලා. Tisha, the video is stuck. My video is stuck? No, right? I don't think so. Guys, do you see me clearly or am I stuck? Huh? The video is not clear? It's clear. Maybe Dharana is having a network connection problem. I think so. Right. Okay. Here we go. Next one, stanza 2. So you have no doubts in first stanza. Is that so? Vimasha, everything is clear enough? Chalaksha? අනේ මන් දන්නේ. හරි. And he was always quietly arrayed. Arrayed mean what? Dressed or clothed. Quietly suggests simplicity and modesty. Despite his wealth, he dressed without showiness. It portrays him as dignified and restrained. His simplicity increases admiration. See here, and he was always quietly arrayed. Array means clothed, dressed, quietly, very simply. Modesty. Modesty and modernity, two different words. Modernity mean what? You wear a long skirt and have a slit from bottom up to the thigh level. That is called modernity, right? Have you seen? Right? You take a piece of cloth, right? When you grow older, the length of your clothes gets shorter. That is modernity. When a girl is a little one, she is with puffy big gowns. When the girl grows into a big one, she becomes a Barbie doll and wear the shorter clothes. That is modernity. What is modesty? Modesty means you put clothes to hide the places you want to hide. You clothe with understanding, right? Wisely you choose the clothes. That is called modesty, right? So this person, and he was always quietly arrayed. Whenever we see him, he is not a person who show off. We call what? Chauvinist. So he dressed without chauvinist. The letter size is enough, Putte? Or do I want to enlarge it? අනේ මන් දන්නේ නැහැ ළමයි. grade 2 3 ළමයිට කරනකොට ඒ ළමයිට stop talking කියලාම කඩ රිදෙනවා. ඔයාලට talk will you කියලාම කඩ රිදෙනවා. අනේ මන් දන්නේ නැහැ ටීචර් කෙනෙක් වුණාට වඩා හොඳයි කොහේ හරි ගිහිල්ලා 3 5 කඩයක් දාගත්තා. වැඩක් නැහැ කියලා. Hari. Ahanduko. So he was always quietly arrayed. Whenever we see him, he is in a modest dress, right? He's not a person who come out with the branded clothes, what we call that, designer clothes and no, right? They are very simple way he dressed up. Humility in appearance, imagery, irony is there. Here, I ask one question. Okay, Richard Corey. Richard Corey, he is extraordinary. We can see from the explanation given by the writer, we understand he is not someone who looks ordinary. He is an extraordinary person. Still, we have no idea about his wealth or the academic qualifications and all. But we understand this is a person who has extra qualities. Yes or no? But why is he wearing very simple clothes? Question? Fishy? Yes, it makes you to think. It creates questions in your mind. If he is a person who looks very extraordinary and have all the good qualities, nobody can figure out any minus point in him. He should understand his own value, right? He should put himself into a very higher status. But why is he wearing very casual, very normal, very simple clothing? Huh? What is he expecting? Question. Keep it in your mind. Huh? Next line. And he was always human when he talked. Human means kind, natural, and approachable. Manusakama danna manusi. Right? He was always human. He had all the human qualities. He was very kind, he was very natural and approachable. Anybody could go and talk to him. He is not a person who maintain his social level, social class. There are some people, they don't want the other ordinary people even come and stand next to them. They don't like it, they can't accept it. ඔයාලා දන්නවා ඇති නේද? There was a lady in India, she was a beggar. She was a beggar, but she can sing very beautiful. So one famous singer recognized this lady and gave chances in film industry. I can't remember her name. I'm very bad at remembering name. If you can remember, tell me the name. What happened? She became a famous figure in India within a day, right? Overnight, she became a famous personality. Then she started to earn a lot of money. She bought properties and she became a celebrity. What happened in a social gathering when a lady was trying to take a picture with her? She was like, "She, what is this? Go, like, don't come to me, come near to me. Who am I? Who you are?" She gave a reaction like that. Then entire industry put her down. She became a beggar again. So that's how when you become famous overnight, when you receive luxury things overnight, you don't understand where you are. What is your real core? Right? අර කියනවනේ අපි කටුස්සගේ කරේ රත්තරන් බැද්දා වගේ කියලා කියනවනේ. Have you heard that story? The same thing. මොකක්දෝ මන් දන්නේ නැහැ නමක් බලන්න පොඩක් ඉන්දියාවේ lady කෙනෙක් එයා හැබැයි මාර ලස්සනට sing කරනවා. So ඒ වගේ නෙමෙයි මෙයා, even though he is a real gentleman, he is representing not the higher upper middle, he is representing the superior class, but still he is approachable. Anybody can go and talk to him. කාට වුණත් ගිහිලා කතා කරාම අනේ හිත රිදෙන්නේ නැතුව යන්න මනුස්සකමට කතා කරනවා. කරුණාවෙන් කතා කරන මනුස්සෙක් තමයි කවුද? රිචඩ් කෝරි. right? Right. The town people feel he is not arrogant. So people understand this is not a person who keep his pride with him. Right? He is very modest. This suggests warmth and friendliness. So after being a very rich, personality wise high he owns a superior personality, but still he's allowing the lower class people to approach him. You understand that requirement? So he is letting other people to mingle with him. අනිත් මිනිස්සුන්ට ඇවිල්ලා තමන් එක්කලා සමදතාවයක් පවත්වාගෙන යන්න උවමනා කරන වාතාවරණය හදලා දෙනවා. That's why he is not wearing the designer clothes. That's why he is becoming very simple, approachable to the other people. So the people don't afraid to talk to him. He appears emotionally normal and relatable. So the other people, Miss, could I use what? Could I use what? Yes, Pati. Usman, yes. So it deepens the shock of the ending. Now the writer is creating the situation. He says this man, Richard Cory, is in need of the companionship. He needs other people's companionship. That's why he is going to the downtown every day. That's why he is approaching there with a very common normal clothing. That's why he is allowing people to talk to him. So he is creating the atmosphere. The other people can come and mingle with him. තේරුණාද ඒක? You understand that? You understand that? හරි. දැන් හිතන්නකෝ මම දැන් මෙම කතා කරගෙන පුතා, you know something, මේ most of the time I don't have classes nowadays, and from morning onwards I complete my works, and කියලා දැන් ඔන්න here කියලා ඔන්න මම දැන් මෙහෙම ලියලා, right? මොකක් හරි කාගේ නම්බර එකක්ද දන්නේ නැහැ. This is not my number, right? And I write my number. This is my personal number, so I have mentioned my personal number as well. Most of the time I stay alone at home. What I am trying to say here. So when you are free, give me a phone call. Then දෙපා කනඩ ගහයි කාගේ හරි කමිෂනර්ගේ නම්බර එකක්ද දන්නේ නැත්නම් don't use this numbers. It's not my one, right? What I am trying to tell you, give me a phone call. Talk with me. I'm all alone. Yes or no? That is what this Richard Cory trying to deliver. තේරුණා නේද ඔයාලට? තේරුණාද මේ පාත් එක? Right. So, literary devices, irony. What is irony? What we see is totally different from the reality. And the caesura, again, you see the semicolon pose here. Right? Semicolon, colon and semicolon poses to the other line, that is known as the caesura. Caesura. ඔන්න හොඳම ලයින් එක. දැන් මොකද්ද කියන්නේ? But still he fluttered pulses when he said. Fluttered pulses mean made hearts beat faster. අපි කියන්නේ අර මොනවාද? goosebumps ආවා කියලා. என்ன சொல்றது தமிழ்ல? புல்லரிக்கிறதா? புல்லரிக்கிறது என்ன? Goosebumps. So you see who is your favorite personality. Just imagine, Barira, tonight Muhammad Nabi comes to your doorstep and asks you, Barira, come out, I want to talk to you. What will happen to you? You will get the goosebumps, right? So who is your favorite personality? Amodya. Amodya's favorite personality is me. If I attend her house, she will get the goosebumps. Say yes, Samodya, don't put me down, huh? see, I have a fan, at least one, right? Okay. So, but the people, this is the problem. But still he fluttered pulses when he said it shows excitement and admiration among people. He's very approachable, he's very kind, he's very natural. But when he says something, his presence causes emotional reaction. Other people cannot accept this personality just because of his superior level. The normal people, the ordinary people, can't accept his presence. Okay. Shah Rukh Khan, he just want to live a very ordinary life, but we can't accept what a big personality he is, how he can be with us. දැන් අපේ ගෙදර දැන් අපි බීම ඉඳගෙන සහන් එකේ දාගෙන කෑම කනකොට ශාරුක් ખાන් ඇවිල්ලා කිව්වොත් I also want to sit with you and have meals කියලා, no, you can't sit here, I will arrange you the dining table කියලා. We are trying to give him the guest treatment, yes or no? Show our extreme hospitality. But what he exactly needs, එයාගේ ගෙදර නැති dining table ද අපේ ගෙදර තියෙන්නේ. හා අපේ entire house is smaller than his dining table. Yes or no? Right? Okay. ඒ මනුස්සයාගේ dining table එක දැක්වහම I think nearly 120 chairs they have, no? දැකලා තියෙනවනේ ශාරුක් ખાන්ගේ ගෙදර. You haven't seen? ඔයාලා ගෙදර බලනවා නම් it's like a film. If you want to see Shah Rukh Khan's house, it's a mini movie. It is not a house, it's a heaven, right? එක ගයක් මේක සුරංගනා ලෝකයක්. So that's what I'm telling you. So here, his present cause emotion. Even simple gesture has a strong effect. Now this person trying to he visit the downtown every day. He understands that the other people are not coming towards him. So he takes first move from his side. It emphasizes his charm, right? So fluttered pulses, it's a metaphor. Imagery, you receive the pictures, and emotional exaggeration. මේක මේ ඕනාට වඩා උලුප්පනව නේ නේද? Emotional exaggeration එකක් නේ තියෙන්නේ. මෙන්න බලන්න මේකෙන් කියනවා good morning, he glittered when he walked. මොනවද කියන්නේ? He visited downtown every single day and waited till other people gave them the chances to move with him. They didn't. So he took his first move. He said, good morning. එයාම ඇවිල්ලා good morning කියනකොට මෙයාලට මොනවද වෙන්නේ? He glittered when he woke. Glittered means shone brightly. ඇවිදිනකොට නිකන් මොනවද වෙන්නේ? දිලිසෙනවා. Right? It brightens when he woke. This suggests he seemed radiant and impressive. අපි කියනවානේ ඔම්මෝ girl කෙනෙක් දැක්කා සුදුයි කියන්නේ මාර සුදුයි හොදගෙන බොන්න පුළුවන් කියනවානේ. Haven't you heard? Right? සුදුයි මාර සුදුයි හොදගෙන බොන්න පුළුවන් කියලා කියනවානේ. You haven't heard that? නෑ. රාග නැද්ද? කියනවානේ අපි. ඒ කියන්නේ like එච්චරට සුදුයි එච්චරට ලස්සනයි කියලා කියන්නේ. So here he glittered when he walked. This suggests he seemed radiant and impressive. It symbolizes success and brilliance. The greeting shows politeness. His movement is described almost magically. So he himself takes the first move. He says good morning. එයාම ඇවිල්ලා කියනවා මොනා කියලාද? Good morning කියලා. So here, illusion of perfection, symbolism, imagery, hyperbole වගේ literary devices මෙතන use වෙලා තියෙනවා. Oh. Next stanza. So the second stanza is over, and he was always quietly arrayed, and he was always human when he talked, but still he fluttered pulses when he said good morning, and he glittered when he walked. Understood? The second stanza, හරිද පුතේ? Third එකට යමුද? Shall we move to the third stanza? ඔන්න දැන් කියනවා, still we were talking about his outer appearance. Now we are going to talk about his wealth, economic background, right? Education background. We'll see. And he was rich, just richer than a king. Rich means wealthy. The comparison to a king exaggerates his wealth. It shows extreme financial success. Wealth is seen as the highest achievement. It increases envy. පුතේ ඌට වඩා නම් මම නම් හිතන්නේ මීට වඩා අපි කියනවනේ අර කියන් හරි බලන්න. And he was rich. ඔන්න still we were talking about his appearance. Appearance wise, there are no any other comparison to him. He's such a perfect person. Second one, now they are talking about his wealth, financial background, right? So it says what? Richer than a king. King is the richest man in the town. This man is richer than a king. රජෙකුටත් වඩා සල්ලි තියෙනවා. ඒක මොකක්ද? Hyperbole, exaggeration, right? Wealth is seen as the highest achievement. It increases. So you see a person who is so much wealth, then eventually we get that envy. Envy means what? Jealousy, right? So theme, wealth was happiness. So not all the people who have money are the happiest. That's a well-known truth, well-known fact. Simile, richer than a king. He is richer than a king. Simile, hyperbole, caesura, dashes. Dashes, colon, semicolon, everything comes under caesura. If the pause is created with the colon, caesura. If the pause is created with the semicolon, caesura. If the pause is created with the dash, hyphen, caesura. Okay, පුතේ? අනේ මන් දන්නේ ගගදිනාරා, යාහියා, ගගන, කැමරා එක ඔන් කරන්න පැංචෝ. හරි. Okay, next line. And admirably schooled in every grace. Admirably means impressively, right? Admirably, if somebody can appreciate that much educated. Schooled means educated or trained. School mean what? Education. He has reached the extreme. Noor Rahma, I will kill you and your family members as well. I am screaming from here. Who the dash disturb you there? Dash. Vidumini is filling the blanks. Younger brother, tell him I will kill him. If any, I don't care who is that, nobody can disturb you while I am doing my explanation, because I am that selfish. I don't want anybody to give a cup of water even to you. Right? I don't want anybody's distractions during my class. I have taken that rights, right? That power. I don't want you to be distracted by anything. Please don't do that. ඔයාලා hina වෙලා හෙන්න ජොලි කරගෙන ඉන්න නම් මම මොනවද ළමයි මෙතන කරන්නේ? හෙන්න ජොලි ගෙදර හෙන්න පාටි දාගෙන හහහු ගාගෙන ඉන්න මම මෙතන නෝට්ස් හදාගෙන print out අරගෙන හැවිලා මෙතන මේ මම dance කරනවද මෙතන? මට වෙන වැඩක් නැහැ. நூறாமா இந்த முறை நீர் வந்து ரமசான் கொண்டாடுவியா மாட்டியா? அதுக்கு முன்னுக்கு எங்கேயாவது போற மாதிரி ஒரு பிளான் ஏதாவது வச்சிருக்கிறீங்களா? அவளந்தான் அவளந்தான் முடிஞ்சு போதும். கதைக்கிறது இல்லை, அசைறது இல்லை. Right. Okay. Grace means refined manners and elegance. Grace means what? The qualities, the manner, the disciplines, right? He is portrayed as perfectly educated, such a complete refinement. So, personality wise, outer appearance wise, there are no any comparisons between him. He has all the good qualities. Education, what it says, and admirably schooled, very well educated, wealth richer than a king, right? So we have no any areas that we can complain with. We cannot say that he is lacking with this part. Nothing. So far nothing, right? So imagery, hyperbole, social refinement is the theme. මම theme එකයි literary device එකයි ආයෙම ගන්න නිසා ඒක ගොඩාක් කතා කරගෙන ඉන්නේ නැහැ. But I have mentioned here for your personal benefit. Right? These themes and the literary devices, I have mentioned each line highlighted theme and the literary devices for your personal benefit. You can highlight the particular line and mention the theme and mark the literary devices as well. As I am going to explain the themes and the literary devices separately, I don't deeply explain these areas. Okay, Pati? Right. Okay. In fine, we thought that he was everything. In fine, in summary, in a nutshell, finally, conclusion, right? In summary, in a nutshell, we thought that he was everything. The town people conclude he is perfect. Their judgment is based only on observation, shows collective belief, highlights their misunderstanding. So after seeing him, what else do we need? He is smart, he is educated, he is wealthy. What else do we want? He is everything. Right? So here, we'll see. We'll move to the next one. Send to make. මෙන්න මේක තමයි ironical sentence එක. මේක highlight කරලා තියාගන්න මාර important sentence එක. Chalaksha crocodile to make us wish that we were in his place. To make us wish that we were in his place. මොනවද කියන්නේ? They envy him deeply. අනේ අපිට ඔය වගේ ජීවිතයක් හම්බුණා නම් in vain we could have blessed with a life like this. Envy, jealous, they feel jealous over him. අපිට හම්බුන්නේ නැහැනේ ඔහොම ජීවිතයක්. God didn't bless us with this bless us with a life like this. So they feel envy over him. They desire his lifestyle. The lifestyle leading by Richard Cory, the other people wish they were blessed with. Right? His life seems ideal to them. So when somebody says that I need a height like Isha Patani, I need a figure like Isha Patani, too much teacher. This is too much, right? I know that, but still you can wish. No? Isha Patani done නැද්ද වැඩක් නෑ ළමයි. Life එකේ half ඔයාලා wasted. You don't know Isha Patani? Hi you. Raise your hand if you know how Isha Patani. No? දැන් ඔන්න කට්ටිය සර්ච් කරනවා ඊෂා පටානි who is ඊෂා පටානි don't search right දැන් පටන් ගන්නවා ඊෂා පටානි හොයන්න ඊට පස්සේ මට ගෙවල් වලින් බයිනවා මොනවා ටීචර් මේ වැඩක් නැති දේවල් ළමයි ගොල්ලෝ වලට දෙන්නේ කියලා අහන්නකෝ ඒව නෑ එහෙම නෑ his life seems ideal to them so if somebody asks what is the ideal body figure I would say that girl's name so for them they take Richard Corey as an ideal figure as an sample කොහොම ජීවිතයක්ද ඔයාට ඕනේ like Richard Corey right how you want to live your life like Richard Corey how you need your son to grown up like Richard Corey ideal figure right shows dissatisfaction with their own life suppose see my hand it is fat it's not beautiful it's not shaped right I need a hand like Richard Corey so they compare what they have with Richard Corey right creates tragic but finally අපි එකට යමු පස්සේ ඔයාලා මේ poem එක කියවලා තියෙනවද you know right right the final stanza last stanza so on we worked and waited for the light work shows their hard labor they toil toil mean they work super hard so on we worked we saw Richard Corey we admire his appearance we admire his lifestyle we admire his education background but still we have nothing else to do we worked super hard waited and waited for the light waited for the light symbolize hope for better days so what we did we know that he is living a superior life but we don't own one what we have to do we have to work hard to continue our life so we continue our hard works because of this reason I am telling the people we people are not the beggars but the people who are doing their business on the payment මම ඒකයි මෙතන ගත්තේ ගොඩක් ටීචර්ස්ලා මම අහලා මේ මම අර දැන් මම ගොඩාක් වීඩියෝස් බලනවා එක එක ටීචර්ස්ලා මොන වගේද එක්ස්ප්ලනේෂන්ස් දෙන්නේ කියලා ගොඩාක් අය කියන්නේ we people downtown beggars කියලා මම ඒක beggars කියන එක ගන්න නැතුව යන්න හේතුව තමයි මෙතන කියනවානේ hard labor කියලා දැන් ඉන්න මේ beggars වලට රුපියල් 10ක් දුන්නාම ඒ රුපියල් 10 අපිට දීලා තව රුපියල් 50කුත් දීලා තමයි මේ මිනිස්සයා යන්නේ right when you give 10 rupees to a beggar he returned that 10 rupees and give another 50 or 100 rupees keep this with you and right they don't accept 10 rupees beggars they don't work hard yes or no they don't work hard they roam from one place to other place collect 1,000 rupees put it into their bank account and start their journey again right comparing to our bank balance they have weight bank balance නේද එයාලා ගහව තියෙනවා they continue struggling it contrasts their life with Corey's wealth so shows social inequality so the Richard Corey he represents the rich class higher what we call that මොනවාද පුතේ කියන්නේ upper middle high class upper class upper class okay rich මට ඒ ක්ලාස් එක මතක නැහැ right shows social inequality, right? Poor people and well-to-do people. There is a huge inequality in between these two classes. Yes or no? Class discrimination is there. Highlight theme hardship of common people, symbolism, contrast, imagery. Such literary devices are there. And went without meat and cursed the bread. And went without the meat and cursed the bread. Went without the meat means lack proper food. Went without the meat. Curse means complain angrily, shows poverty and dissatisfaction. Highlight struggle, shows resentment. Here, and went without the meat and cursed the bread. What we have today also rice and sambal. Today also bread and sambal. Likewise, what we have, we curse it because we are dissatisfied with what we have. අපිට තියෙන දේත් එක්කලා අපි සෑහීමකටපත් වෙන්නේ නැහැ. අපිට ඒක කැමති නැහැ. Then we curse over this because we know that people are there in the society, they enjoy all the luxurious things, but we are here crying for the very ordinary stuff. Understood? Yes. Right. And Richard Corey one calm summer night. Calm suggests peacefulness. Summer night symbolizes warmth and beauty. The peaceful setting contrasts tragedy, creates suspense, prepares for shocking twist. So, and Richard Corey. So, the we people are working hard and curse what we have because we know there are some people who enjoy the life comfortability. We don't do that. So we complain about that. But the person we admire, who? Richard Corey. One day, one summer night, what he does, went home and put a bullet through his head. We admired him for his personality. We were envy over him for his wealth. We knew that he was educated, highly educated. We knew that he enjoyed the life, he lived his life the way we wanted to. But one day, what happened? At home, when everything was silent, he put a bullet through his head. He committed suicide. It led you to think 1,000 times. ඔතන තමයි අපි මොනවද කරන්නේ? ට්විස්ට් එක, ක්ලයිමැක්ස් එක මොකද්ද? ගොඩාක් අපිව හිතන්න නවත්තන තැන. මම මාර ආස පොයම් එකක්. හරිද? This clearly states his suicide. So it says what? He committed suicide. The simple language makes is more shocking. It reveals hidden suffering. This is the problem. Hidden suffering breaks illusion of perfection, forces reader to rethink wealth and happiness. You know, if I ask who is the most beautiful woman in the world? Who is the most beautiful woman in the world? Tell me the name. Not me, අනේ මේ පිස්සු දන්නේ. Tell the name. Who is the most beautiful woman? බලන්න අයිෂා මෙයා මොනවද කියන්නේ කියලා පිස්සුවනේ මෙයා හදන්න බෑ. Sandika, who is the most beautiful woman in the world? Aishwarya Rai. අපි හැමෝම commonly දන්නේ එයා කියලා නේද? So we believe she is the most beautiful woman in the world. Do you know she has tried to commit suicide? දන්නවනේ? Aishwarya Rai එයා try කරානේ suicide කරන්න. So after being the world's beautiful woman, she was not happy with her own life. But we were trying මේ පැත්තෙන් බලනකොට චුට්ටක් මෙන්න මේ ටික ඓශ්වර්යා රායි වගේ නේද කියලා හිතන ගර්ල්ස්ලා ගොඩක් ඉන්නවනේ. We just want to be like කවුරුහරි කිව්වොත් අම්මෝ යාද ඓශ්වර්යා රායි වගේ නම් ඇඳුම ගලවන්නෙත් නෑ, කන්නේ බොන්නෙත් නෑ, මූණ හොදන්නෙත් නැතුව නිදා ගන්නවනේ. Yes or no? That's how we put ourselves down, comparing ourselves with the other people. But they have been struggling with theirs and trying to live our life even for a one day. That's why Richard Corey, every day he visits downtown people. That's why he wear very simple clothing so the people will put not him into a separate corner. That's why he, after waiting so many days, he himself go and start the conversation by saying good morning, because education, wealth, oh, the luxury things, the beauty cannot make a person happy. We are human beings. Human beings are created to live in a group. Tribute. Right? අපිව මෙහෙම ජනාවාශවල ජීවත් වෙන්න තමයි හදලා තියෙන්නේ. If you think like with the meaning, I study teacher, I get a good job, I will have a high salary, I can buy my own vehicle and construct my own house. I don't need a man to live with. No, you can't. No, you can't, right? Because that is how the God has created you. God has created you as a pair, as a family. No matter what you have, if you don't have the companions, if you don't have a person with whom you can talk with, right? With whom you can share your ideas. I'm going to leave the school. Why? Why, Hirusara? What is the reason? Right? So, because, okay, so the money can't buy happiness. I'm going to begin the payment, find a girl from the payment and start my life. So the wealth, these educations and the appearance doesn't create anything, Tisha. I'm going to live the beggar's life. Hirusara has taken the decision. Is that so, Hirusara? You idiot. You buffalo. You don't think in that way. This is a poem, man. Shah Rukh Khan කියනවා දහලා දෙනනේ. If somebody says money can't buy happiness, first of all you become a millionaire or billionaire. After that you become a philosopher. ඇත්තටනේ අනිත් අයට advice කරන්න කලින් මෙහෙම කරන්න එහෙම කරන්න කලින් first of all you should have money. First of all you become the person that you are advising others to be. After that you become a philosopher. Yes or no? Yes. So මෙතන හරිම මාර sensitive story එකක්, මාර sensitive message එකක්. There are a lot of people around us, they need somebody's support. But we don't understand. Some people directly they are telling you, I need your support, be with me. Don't talk in that way. Don't fight with me. Talk to me nicely because I need your support. There are some friends have asked their other friends to be online, talk to them for at least 5 to 10 minutes. When their calls were not answered, they commit suicide. Haven't you heard such stories? Commit suicide කරාට පස්සේ යාළුවෝ කියනවා අනේ මගේ ෆෝන් එකේ මිස් කෝල් 4ක් 5ක් තිබුණා. I could have attended those phone calls. Right? He would have saved his life. Recently one boy commit suicide, a university boy, just because of these ragging activities and all. Have you remember his friends were telling he was such an innocent one, very silent fellow. He called several times. I did not attend the phone. Then after that he jumped into the river and commit suicide. You මේ දැන් ළමයි ඔයාලා ඒව බලන්නේ නැහනේ. ඔයාලා ඒව බලන්නේ නැහැ. ඔයාලා බලන්නේ මොනවද? Korean drama. ගෑනු ළමයිද පිරිමි ළමයිද කියලා girl කවුද boy කවුද කියලා differentiate කරගන්න පැය දෙකක් තුනක් යනවා. You watch that, no? Have you recognized the boy and girls separately? I have problem. I have that doubt. How you can recognize that? With the trouser? Okay, right. Because those boys' faces are more prettier than ours. Shave කරනවාද නැත්නම් ඉස්සලාම skin එක remove කරලා රැවුල ගලවලා දාලා skin එක දාගන්නවත් දන්නේ. I haven't seen even a single hair in their face. Huh? අනේ මන්දලා. Right. ඔන්න poem එක සම්පූර්ණ කරා. ඕකේ ගැන deeply explain කරමු අපි next Tuesday වල. Thursday revision part එකක් මං කරනවා. Friday presentations වලට ready වෙන්න. ලස්සන presentation එකක්, attractive presentation එකක්, ඔයාලගේ හොඳ deep explanations එක්කලා read කරන්න, පුළුවන් තරම් read කරන්න, videos බලන්න, explanations බලන්න. මම කියලා දුන්නවට වඩා at least 3 points each person. මම කියපු දේවල් වලට අමතරව 3 points collect කරගෙන එන්න. At least I have discussed a lot now. So you should figure out something innovative, at least 3 innovative things about the entire drama. මම කියපු නැති දෙයක්, මම mention කරපු නැති දෙයක්. සූසු ගැන වෙන්න පුළුවන්, යෝහියෝ ගැන වෙන්න පුළුවන්, සෝඩෝ ගැන වෙන්න පුළුවන්, උන්සු ගැන වෙන්න පුළුවන්, නැත්නම් overall story එක ගැන වෙන්න පුළුවන්, theme එකක් වෙන්න පුළුවන්, මේ deliver වෙන message එකක් වෙන්න පුළුවන්, twist එකක් වෙන්න පුළුවන්, මොනවා හරි දෙයක් read කරලා find something innovative. තේරුණාද? God bless you. Good night. අන අපරාධ කියන්න හොඳ නෑ. පැය දෙකක් කතා කරන්න නැතුව හිටපු ක්ලාස් එකක් මගේ ඔයාලට ළමයි මට මේ grade 11 ක්ලාස් එකට මේ output device එකක් ඕනේ because you guys are not talking. ඔය mic එකක් camera මේ mic එකයි camera එකයි විතරයි ඕන speakers ඕනේ. මම දැන් speaker එක විකුණන්නේ.